So I'm Susmit. I'm co-founder and CTO of huddledown.com, and we are building this next generation conferencing app. This is built of protocols like Filecoin and has this custom media infrastructure out there. And we are also incubating this decentralized real-time infrastructure, which is basically the RTC layer for the L1s out there. Just like how Polygon is that L2 solutions for layer 1, this DRTC is this real-time communication layer for the L1s out there. I think it's one of the critical out there. Like if you see in the Web3 space, the Polygon and everything, they're Indian co-founder, and even seeing the events out there, within just 7 days, if you see at every day, there's like 15 events happening every day. And there's like turnovers are absolutely amazing. The turnovers at 18 days absolutely amazing, and I'm quite excited. So yesterday I just came to this event and seeing so many hackers, it was like, oh, why did I become a judge? I need to participate here. I was so excited to hack out there and learning from people out there. There's new technologies, ZKB technologies, there's new EIP standards coming up. So that's quite exciting. I think, so as Yuan mentioned in one of the talk, like India feels like how Silicon Valley felt like 15 years ago. So you can see like the next crypto valley can be here in India. So actually I wanted to solve a genuine problem. Like it's actually one of my dreams, like helping this humanity at scale with my knowledge and skills out there. And there is where like I found the ethos of blockchain or cryptos and Web3 is very strong out there. And so it was in one of the hackathons that I stumbled upon these ideas, and I see that there's a lot of problems out there. If you see like the Web2 VCs like Zoom or other thing, like they are valued at such massive 32 million, and nowadays during COVID, like a person spend like 8 hours on the Zoom, right? But you can see like we are giving our time also, we are putting data also, and we are paying for the license also. But the value accrual is happening something else. We can solve this with much better economics, and this can be solved with crypto economics out there. Now it's like someone is putting in the value, like either time or either infrastructure. They can get more value out of it, because like we are playing this collaborative game out there. So in collaborative game, what happens is that 1 + 1 = 3, right? So I will explain you here. So if you are a woodcutter and I am a woodcutter, right? If we both individually go and cut the wood, it might take like 6 hours, right? But if we both together do a teamwork, it will take us 3 hours. So that's why like if we collaborate, we create much more value, and that value can again be distributed to individual payer. So this makes it much more powerful out there mechanism. So there's plenty of things we can solve, the problems that's there in the world. In coming one, definitely, I think the mainstream Web3 adoption, the people who are working on those sides and all of those things, and I am seeing the Web3 to see on the sustainable side of things, making the credits market much more transparent and much more traceable out there. It's already solved the financial aspects of things. Next, it is making this venture into this social side of things. So it's an expanding canvas out there, and yeah, it will solve a lot of problems. Maybe it solves the problem of space also, like even the governance system, what we required in the space on Mars. If we get our basics very strong, that would be first thing to do. Is like first we reason out like why should I make these things out there. Go on the first principle out there, and after that, does it solves any problem, right? It should not be like a solution looking for a problem. It should be a problem, and then you are solving the solution and with the best primitives that you have out there. So it has to make an impact. First thing is and if you can like read through the basics of like the Bitcoin standards, the Ethereums and all of those things, the general history out there, so that will help them much better. In hackathon, what happens is that basically you make product what you want the best, but when you go to the market, you have to make the product that markets wants the best at that point of time. So that's the difference between hackathon and all of those things. But to get that product, you might have this best mechanism, and hackathon provides this hyper competitive thing, so it helps you survive the market competitiveness of the market itself. So if you don't have this entrepreneurial background, maybe you go to these accelerators like Techion and all of those things. And this is something that we did. Like we hacked in a hackathon, we went to accelerator, we learned stuff, we got skills, and then is when like we started venturing out. And yeah, again, you need to like have this growth. So there's always stages, like there's MVP stage, there's ideation stage, there is like traction stage, but at every stage there would be iterations. You have to iterate. The smaller, so like iterate, low fidelity, one shot, then go to high fidelity. Yes, one thing actually I want people to solve, hard message, right? The feedback loops of the current social media apps, right? They are actually not making, they're not progressing the human mankind, what I believe, right? In Instagram, if you see, why does a person become after a certain period of time that, right? It is not that that person wants to make that thing valuable, it's just that he wants more reach out there. So what Instagram does is that, this platform do is that they give them this feedback, okay, do this stuff, you'll get more reach out there. So if we can somehow solve this with open source problem, and out of this make algorithm that gives this genuine good feedbacks out there, the discoverability problems wherein like people consume educational content, people like we make more public goods out there, which is like not excludable, and which is non-driverless in nature, and which is non-excludable in nature. So we want to get there, that public good, eradicate this tragedy of commons and this free rider problems out there. And yes, if we can restore nature out there, like the carbons, if we can reset and all of those things, give back to Mother Earth, that would be great.